Let's play some Critter Combat.
Okay.
Download the instruction book here. Download the cards here.
This is not going to appeal to our demographic.
You don't think so? Here's the cards. I'm gonna print these out. 16 pages. So, the Robin is named a William. Beat it some more. I don't get that reference.
Me too. What are you guys printing?
Look at that. That's some quality.
Are you filming
Quality
this? Him
sheets.
using my good hard-earned ink?
Yeah, it's free. It's a print and play. It's a free game.
This isn't free. I paid for this paper and this
No,
ink.
hun, you don't understand. It's free.
Honey, that's not how it works. This is just waste. Trees are dying because of your.
No, hun.
You could have used recycled
Look,
paper. If
it's-
you're really gonna have a free, at least the paper will be
it's
free.
the tree's habitat. See? So this
That
game.
is just
this
sick
game.
irony.
No, this game.
Get out of here. That's
I'm sure.
trash.
I think this game.
It's only
How to-
16 pages.
You're freaking kidding me right now.
Well, we're halfway through.
Yeah.
Humper, I have things to. I got
We didn't use the high quality setting.
Look at
Look
the
at that.
ink
Look at
that's
that.
going
Look
into
at that.
this.
He's a ferret. Oh, hey, the ink's slow.
It's struggling.
Together. I've chosen to sleeve these cards since we've cut them out. Every card's kind of unique. It's not really normalized. You can kind of see through the back because it's thin paper. So I think by putting them in some sleeves, that'll just solve that problem right there.
In this episode, we'll be playing Critter Combat.
What is Critter Combat, you ask? Well,
I'm glad you asked.
it has a whole new mechanic that I've never seen before, and that's
I know what
tree
you're talking
points.
about.
Look at this. Look
Oh.
at this. Tree
I thought you-
points. Oh, it's a very lighthearted game, as you can see.
I thought you were going to mention the fact that it has card-based gameplay.
Want to see a magic trick?
No.
Which hand is it in? Which hand is it in? Which hand is it in? Neither.
Wow. Critter Combat is a land claiming and battle game. There's 4 factions you can choose from.
And there is a variety of animals and critters generally that one can pick from.
I'm playing with the Pond Punishers.
And I will be playing the Woodland Warriors.
Each faction is unique and has their own characters and abilities.
I really like the artwork on this. It really reminds me a lot of school mascots from lower income districts.
Wow, that's glad.
It's a free to play game, so feel free to look at the rules on the internet. Link in the description below for the game and the rules. 5-card hand.
We've got our 2 habitats placed. Very awkwardly, this game has you draw a card at the beginning of your turn instead of at the end of your turn. We haven't really figured out any reason it is that way. During each turn, you have 3 options of what you can do. You can place a critter on a habitat, you can play its ability, or you can battle another critter. It's kind of like Pokemon in that way, there's battling. And Warhammer 40K also has some battling.
Yes. I'm going to play the temporary ability of this honey badger. Its name is Honey. Make any one player, and I'll choose you. Discard 2 cards, then discard this card. Got him. All right, I'm going to put this mountain lion on this 10 habit. Oh, I forgot to draw my card.
Whoops.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Play my slick turtle.
Well, I guess I'll just place this blue jay. Oh, did I draw? I don't think I drawed it. This is really...
Well, I'm gonna play a mosquito on there, which will give me 9 critter points, which equals the number of habitat points, which will give me 3 trees. Don't forget to draw at the beginning of the
Oh,
turn.
thank you. Thank you, Thomas. I'll put this 5 card here.
I'm going to play this Chuck Beaver. Damn it. When this card is placed on a habitat card for occupation, no other player may play a card to occupy that habitat till your next turn.
Well, I have no choice then but to place this bald eagle on this 9-point habitat for tree sets.
4 trees. I'm going to play this this here Slick Turtle. Destroy an officer and 1 other card on the same habitat, then discard this card. Oh, that goes on your pile. Destroyed.
Well, I'm going to play all my wolves right there because they have a permanent ability. You may play any number of wolves from your hand at once
Man,
for occupation or battle.
We've discussed this and
They still
established.
combined when battled against.
Yeah, this ability is not triggered by placing it on a habitat, so that's an invalid move.
I don't see how that's invalid, Thomas. It says you may play any
You don't
number
understand.
of wolves from your hand.
Look at this. Choose only one of the following actions. A, an ability. B, capture. So you cannot simultaneously trigger an ability and place cards as capture unless stated otherwise by the ability of the card. Play 1 as an ability that stays permanent as that ability, and then you may place any number
that
of
is
wolves.
that is wrong. That is wrong, and you know it. That is
Appreciate
and
you
you got to spend a
instigating-
whole turn. I do not think that is what the game designer had in mind.
Only one of the following actions: A, an ability, or B, capture.
Ah,
Choose
you
one.
almost got me there. You almost got me there.
No, I did get
with
you.
your. I gotta look at the directions. I gotta look.
All right,
I gotta
go look it up.
I gotta look it up. And my position is unchanged.
Which are you doing?
I do
an
got
ability or battle. You're not able. You
This
can't
is a
answer
game.
my question. You're
You
not able
must
to
use-
recruit. The conclusion is that it's just a poorly designed mechanic.
Yeah, I know. I really think the intention was, given that you have cards that's just a 5, you can just put down a 5 and you get 5 points. These are a bunch of 1s and occasionally 2s. I feel like it was probably intended to just play them all at once because they're the lowest powered cards.
Right.
However, given the way it was worded, that's not actually how it's worded.
I disagree. I think it is still poorly designed, but I do think that they intentionally meant it that way.
You'd think it was poorly designed the other way.
Right.
Is like we really do genuinely believe there were different intentions from the designer.
Right.
So that's a pretty
The rules.
bad. It's funny. I'm talking like it's more annoying for me, although you're just as staunch in your position. I guess because at that point, I don't know why. I think I care more about it as far as like this needs to be solved as far
Right.
as the gameplay is concerned.
Well, no, I'll
other
tell
people
you.
might not
I'll
care
tell
as
you. You're being annoyed by the game. I'm being annoyed by your interpretation of the game. So I don't see the game as flawed so much. Well, it is flawed.
So much as you.
so much as you.
Thanks, Thomas.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'm just gonna put this spider here. See what happens.
Oh, what do? I'm gonna play this medic here.
Ugh, you have such high-powered cards. I'm gonna battle you. And I'm gonna battle you
Hard.
with this card. And I'm gonna battle you with this card. And I'm gonna battle you with that card.
I will say the battle mechanic
It's a pretty good
is pretty good.
bluffing.
Like, this card is lower than this one, so I know you gotta be making up for it somehow in there. Although maybe not. Maybe that's a 1 and a 1 and a 1, and you're just gonna hope that I don't put any face down.
And you only have 3
And
cards
I only
to
have
commit.
3 cards anyway. I don't want to lose all of them. I am going to play these 2. All right.
Well, that probably lost me the game right there.
So now we flip over.
Yeah, because you have
I had 2.
8 points total.
In addition, this one has a battle ability. When played as a reinforcement, your opponent has 1 less battle point.
And this one, its battle ability is that it is 1 less battle point, 1 more battle point. So if it offsets itself, so I lose quite handily. So I've lost all of these cards. I've lost that turn.
That's why you draw cards at the beginning of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So
because you could have nothing in
you
your
might
hand.
expend your whole hand in a turn, and then
with a battle. Yeah.
You need to be able to have something to play the next time.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Whoa, this is an incredibly powerful card. But I'm just going to play it on here, and I'm not going to use its ability, but if I did, when played on a habitat, add +2 to any infantry cards on the same habitat and play that card's ability, then draw an additional card. That seems pretty hefty. Although that moose I had in the last game could just like
that's
clean
interesting
out all
because the Colonel Tweets only adds 1, and that's all he does.
Is he a 5? Level 5 officer?
5. So it's just like that's just a much more powerful.
I mean, there's definitely imbalance in quite a few areas.
Get the blue deck. That's my suggestion. Get the blue deck. 8 points to 4 points.
8 to 4.
Anyone's game.
First to 12.
Anyone's game
is the winner. So
make 1 player discard 2 cards.
That's well done. Well done. I'm going to use the global ability of an infantry character to discard that and draw 2 cards. Crow, sneak and peek ability. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Discard 1, play 1, put 1 in your hand, and place 1 at the bottom of the deck.
You play 1?
Yeah.
How is that? Oh gosh,
It's very good.
This Pond Punishers is just so many tricks. So basically, I'm just hoping I draw a 5. I'm not gonna draw a 5. Well, I got close. I got 2. I think the best thing I can do, Honey Badger, make you discard 2 cards.
That is actually quite a smart move, because now I could pull a 1.
Well, you would still get that base.
No.
Oh no, because you could, yeah.
But instead, I'll draw a 5.
A 5.
And I'll go ahead and play it on there.
Play it on
Take
there.
my trees.
There you
and,
go.
And win.
Yeah, it was close. I do feel that Pawn Punishers,
definitely be playing with Pawn Punisher in the future.
A lot in the future.
Great faction. It's very recommended.
Offers a lot of value for the money. Honestly, I was really thinking about like the amount of money you spend on, printing out the paper, the ink.
How much do you think these sleeves
the
cost?
The sleeves. But now that I've seen the Pawn Punishers, I think that gives a lot of value for money. Yeah. You could probably do a pretty competitive in a Magic game with the Pawn
with the Pawn Punishers. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these are the premium sleeves, so you can get much cheaper sleeves. You can get sleeves for $3 for 50, or maybe even less than that.
So the sleeves. And theoretically, you could reuse them if you just hate the game.
Yeah.
So it's not that much of an expense.
Yeah.
The ink, while expensive, isn't really. I mean, 16 pages isn't that much.
And it's. I would think you could probably print this up in a couple bucks.
So my big question is the game worth $0 to $5, however much you're spending on it, which is probably about.
You could probably get it within like $5.
Within $5. Yeah. Is it worth that?
I think it's worth that in that it is a game that fits a role that not many other games fill. It kind of fits the tiny epic whatever in that it's a very small game. It packs up real small like Smash Up, but unlike Smash Up, you have a lot less complexity. You just pick one faction, you play it. If you just have a few minutes.
It doesn't feel like there's any sort of tension or climax. Like both times we played, it just ended. Like the game just.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing and then it's over.
It's a time waste.
Yeah. if you're looking to waste some time for $0 to $5, Critter Combat. I will concede. While I still think that your interpretation of the rules with the infantry mosquito class, whatever it is incorrect, I think your interpretation would be better having played it a second time now. Like, I think if that's how they had written it, and maybe that's what they meant, that would actually be more useful.
But hey, for someone who was just playing around, trying to make a game themselves, putting it out there, putting it there for free, for I guess $5, we've concluded.
Yeah, not bad.
You know, unless you're hungry.
You could buy like a 5.
I don't know. Now that we're talking about this is for $5, I'm kind of like.
Yeah, that's the thing. That